Do you want to try the massage bed? We can try it and see if there's too much pressure on you. Come on up here. Well, they're not. So I can see.
All right, cool.
Okay, you come on back here.
Sounds good.
I'm just put you back a little bit more. Hold on, let me see. Raise up. Raise up. What was your name again? Maverick. Maverick. I love that. Here, hold on, Maverick. Let me make sure this. Okay. Let me see. Sit up, Maverick. Okay. Is that comfortable right there? Yeah. You sure? Okay. Just relax, okay? It's gonna be a little massage. If it's too much, we'll cut it off, okay? Make it real light. Would you mind a hot towel on your face? You want a warm towel? Alrighty. Let's get started, buddy.
Michael Jordan has said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots, lost almost 300 games, and 26 times I've been trusted to make the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again, and that is what succeeds. Michael Jordan is one of the most famous basketball players in the world. Though he was not a star, he didn't make his high school basketball
Cooling it down,
because
okay?
he was too short and wasn't
A
good.
little warm.
He could have quit, but instead he had the mindset to continue and get better. He was practicing each day before most people were
Is
even
that
out
massage
of bed. And because of this, he not only made the team the following year, but he went on to become the greatest player of all time and a true champion. The question that comes to our mind
Special
is,
treatment
can we all
today.
learn to be a champion?
This is every time.
A mindset is a word describing how we think. There are two types of mindsets. One, a growth mindset, and two,
How does that
fixed
feel?
mindset.
Maverick.
A growth mindset is
Is
when
that
someone
comfortable,
believes they can
Maverick?
learn to be good, and they can learn to get better. They are not afraid of challenges. They continue when things get hard. They know that they have put effort into learn, and they learn from criticism. They are also inspired by people who do well. Michael Jordan has this trait, though another person with a growth mindset is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. He was cut from the Canadian Football League early on in his career. He could have quit, but instead he worked very hard, faced many challenges, and is now a super famous movie star, one of my favorites.
Is that okay?
Did you know that
Is that
coaches and professional scouts
You want me
look
to
for
take it off?
athletes who don't just have skill? They want someone who wants to learn, who is coachable,
okay?
and will give
this
100%
pressure
effort
too
in
much?
their practices.
Okay.
They want someone with a growth mindset. What they don't want is somebody who thinks they are already good enough, they don't need to learn, and are not coachable. These people have a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the
that feel okay?
opposite of a growth. These people either
That was
think
always
they're
my
born
favorite
good
part, but
or born not good.
getting a head
They cannot
shampoo
learn.
and head
They are
scratches,
afraid of
the
challenges.
best.
They give up and get defensive easily. They feel criticized when given feedback, and are threatened by people who do well. Which mindset do you think I have? Well, let me tell you. Reading has always been hard.
It's like I'm
Maybe
making
now
now
is a
only
fun
touching my
challenge.
nail.
Yeah,
In
it's pretty
kindergarten
cool, huh?
to fourth grade, I was always a
It's like
bit
the best,
below
right?
grade level in reading.
You don't even have
So
to get your
each night,
face
I
wet.
read aloud to my parents to try to get
It's
better.
like Carl when he
This
got
was
his
always
face
the worst part of
Yeah.
the day. Whenever I read, I would of course make mistakes, misread words, say words that weren't there, miss words that weren't there, and miss
Okay,
punctuation.
let me have you turn this way.
But when I found
Yeah,
mom,
just relax.
tried to help me,
Relax
I
just
just
like this and then it won't get
I
in
told
your
them
ear,
that they were
okay?
wrong, and sometimes they didn't have enough.
It's out. I got it out.
You got it out?
Teachers, and with other subjects and activities too. I thought that I should know how to do anything already. And if I didn't, I would get upset. I thought that what my teachers were teaching should come to me
Good
easily.
job, you're doing
Guess
amazing.
what? Some of the things I was learning
I'm just
or
gonna put
reading
conditioner
were
in
not
there
easy.
and then we're done, okay?
I would get upset. Negative thoughts came into my mind. You suck. You can't do anything. This should be so easy. Suddenly, I felt tears coming down my face in front of my friends and teachers too. In my hands saying, no, please, no. I could no longer control my emotions. This is where the real problem begins. You see, I lose control of my emotions, I stop listening, and I stop thinking. I become difficult to those around me. And when I finally get through it, I'm very tired. This is not healthy, and it's not the person I want to be. I want to know why I feel this way and why my emotions were so strong. Well, this year, in 5th grade, is the first year I was able to answer these questions. I learned what a growth and fixed mindset are, and learning how to change my fixed mindset into a growth mindset, and have a mindset of a champion. I believe we can have both of these mindsets, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. I believe this because I have both. I have a growth mindset with things like soccer, basketball, change, and learning new languages. I also believe we can change our fixed mindset into a growth mindset and have a mindset of a champion. Well, maybe not a champion like Michael Jordan, but a champion in our own way. We may just need a little help to do this. My dad and I read this book called Mindsets, written by Carol Dweck. Carol Dweck is a professor and professional psychologist who researched and came up with the idea of a growth and fixed mindset. Her book told me that I was not the only one as a fixed mindset from time to time. However, the best advice I ever got was from my teacher and school counselor. Their advice was a one little 3-letter word. This word was yet. They told me always put the word yet at the end of my sentence.
Alrighty.
I can't do it. I can't do it yet. I don't understand. I don't understand yet. The word yet makes me feel I just need to put a little more effort in before understanding. I still struggle with a fixed mindset from time to time. However, I now know why I get frustrated and upset. For any of you out there who may have a fixed mindset from time to time, please know that I am proof that you can beat it. Writing this talk, I struggled the whole time, but every day I've gotten a little better than the day before. This is why I can say I'm winning, because I'm here in front of you now today. Thank you.
Can you show me them pictures one more time? I've seen them on your phone.
Yeah, sure.
For any of you out there who may have a fixed mindset from time to time, please know that I am doing it to beat it. Writing this talk, I struggled the whole time.
So this is what he was looking at.
Every day I've gotten a little better than the day before.
Yeah, just like that, and then I guess just shortening it towards the bottom, but leaving it pretty long on this.
You like that hairstyle, Margaret?
Now, you like that hairstyle? Okay.
Okay, Margaret. How did you part his hair? Which side?
You know, what side do you like to part your hair on? Which side do you comb your hair over to when you brush your hair?
This way?
Everything begins with a problem, and it is up to us to find a solution. When most people look at this Rubik's Cube, they think one of two things. Either I can solve it, or I can't solve it.
Okay.
But when I first looked at the Rubik's Cube, I thought, what if I was able to solve it? And so I twisted and turned, repeated my moves with no luck. But then I realized, hey, there's always the internet. And so I Googled how to solve a Rubik's Cube. What I found eventually led me to start practicing how to solve it, solving the white side and the first 2 layers, then orientating the last layer, and ending off with a quick but precise permutation. Voila! Today, I can solve the cube in about 30 seconds on average, with my personal best being 9 seconds. But But it's not my ability to solve the cube at record speeds that is so special to me. Rather, the spark that started it all. Curiosity. It's the main reason we learn in the first place. And if we weren't so curious creatures, we wouldn't have amazing inventions that keep us happy and healthy every day, like the light bulb. But as time progresses on and technology continues to distract us, perhaps we're becoming more and more comfortable with life and less curious.
So feel comfortable?
Think about it. Why would we need to learn anymore if we had everything we needed to know in the palm of our very own hands? But this attitude is dangerous and can lead to a less creative and less successful world. We need to bring curiosity into our lives so that we can continue growing, inventing, and discovering for the future. Let's first talk about what curiosity is, what it means to us, before finally learning how we can bring it about our everyday lives. Some people don't understand why solving the Rubik's Cube is so much fun. But that's the exact reason I do it. Because curiosity is all about wanting to learn and discover things you don't know yet. In fact, the BBC reported that curiosity comes from basic human nature, meaning we are born to be curious creatures, and our minds have evolved to think differently and to learn and grow from experiences. And sure, we may be wasting time today by searching random things up on the internet, but if our brains know that it's information we will use in our future, it's completely worth it. Just by wanting to learn more, you're already taking the first step to becoming more and more curious every day. When I was younger, I didn't tell myself I was going to get into soccer, football, basketball, skating, or skiing. I just saw other people do it. And I thought, that looks fun. Could I have a try? They say curiosity killed the cat, but curiosity comes in handy once in a while. Actually, more than not. Why? Because it lets us discover things we don't know that we don't know. What I mean by that is, you can discover things you don't know, but you can also discover things that you never knew existed. Nobody ever told you to be curious. Your parents and teachers are more likely to tell you other advice, like don't talk to strangers, try new things, or never give up. Curiosity comes from within. You are the only person in this world that can tell yourself what to learn, how to learn it, or whether to learn it at all. For example, I recently found out that Christopher Columbus did discover America first. In fact, Leif Erikson and the Vikings may have arrived sooner. And if so, almost 5 centuries before Columbus. And many more people possibly have arrived before them. My curiosity even led me to discover about how you could reuse the water inside hydroelectric cars to make them more efficient vehicles. Or important Allied strategic maneuvers that led them to win World War II. The world is huge, and all of this curiosity is stretching my brain. But if it means I get to be more informed, and especially if it means I get to share my knowledge with friends and family, it's completely worth it. Curiosity is the fuel for discovery and learning. Curious people ask questions, and the more you ask, the more you know. Just like a snowball effect. If you throw a snowball, you can imagine information, but it's not what it's asking. So how can all of us learn how to be a bit more curious in our everyday life? all the same fact. It's an IQ example. We don't learn how your brain that your question is silly or different. Because the only way we know the answer is by asking it. When you have to use the class and asking because we feel it. What did you help me? Who is too scared to ask? And don't worry, our parents and teachers are always there to guide us. So we should really learn it all as much as possible. Then, there's opportunity. The second letter is D. So go from there. Don't just know what to help. Let's do it as you can do. When we're just learning something at school, we're most likely to just want to learn what's required. But there is so much more information, so much more perspective, so many more details, and so much more to learn about one same thing. And not only do we go to one college study, also learn and we can try. And we'll usually do the first thing that's most obvious. If you did something different, like draw out your idea or brainstorm a premise, it might just make learning that bit more interesting and exciting. Last but not least, or be excited. Study things that bring you joy. You're only going to want to learn and remember things that you like anyway. So why not enjoy studying them? And don't worry, no one is ever going to stop you. Because the world will never run out of information. I don't know. My curiosity has already paved such a long road for me. When I grow up, I'd like to study medicine and become an epidemiologist. I'd like to find out how we could have better prevented cancer, how we can create a safer world, and how I could become an intervention to show the doctors of today and the heroes that have sacrificed their lives for the greater good of humanity. We'll know that in the future, there will be people just like them, willing to make such great sacrifices, and their core values will never be forgotten.
You are doing so many things.
Today, we've seen how curiosity can inspire us, educate us, and change us for the better. We've seen how it can benefit us, and how we can become more and more curious every day. It's clear that because of curiosity, learning is way more fun and useful than we used to think. Sometimes we forget to enjoy new discoveries. And that's when learning becomes challenging and boring. And so to jumpstart your curious mind, I challenge you to learn one new thing this week. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Pick up a new hobby. Learn how something works. Or even something fun, like how to solve a Rubik's Cube. The future belongs to those who are curious. Those who are not afraid to explore it, touch it, feel it, taste it, discover it, question it, and turn it inside out. Indeed, we learn more by looking for the answers to a question than learning the answers itself. And so today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would like to leave you with a quote from Albert Einstein. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Thank you.
toys that are bright and colorful and made by large companies trying to take our parents' money. But there I was, in the hot fading summer, bored from TV and reading, sitting in my grandma's home, asking him to take me to buy some real toys. And instead of giving in to a 7-year-old boy and going and buying something new, my grandpa said to me, "You want a toy? I got one that's perfect for you." He started to look for something in his closet, like a little boy, desperately digging for that buried treasure. And when he showed me 6 pieces of wood, I must admit, I was a little disappointed. It didn't look like a toy. In fact, it looked like something was broken. But I was so wrong. Because within 1 minute, my grandpa managed to turn these 6 little pieces of wood into a ball. It was like magic. Then the hard part came. My grandpa asked me to disassemble it, which was an even bigger challenge. I didn't know where to start. I wanted to solve it. But how? So I fiddled and tinkered, and eventually I worked it out. It became my new obsession. This toy, these 6 wooden pieces, gave me hours and hours of enjoyment. Best of all, it was made by my grandpa. How amazing is that? This toy was the start of my grandpa's engineering career and is what has inspired me to be like my grandpa, an engineer who can think about and create cool things, even toys. A few months later, my grandpa came to visit, and we went skiing at Grouse Mountain. As we were waiting for the sky ride, I caught my grandpa staring at the big window of the motorroom, checking out the 2 huge motors that were driving thick steel cables. Like him, I became mesmerized by the mechanics of the machine. Its power and performance was amazing. The gondola was also super cool. It was big and heavy, and I was surprised that there were just cables carrying it up. As we were going up the mountain, I realized that I was about to take the sky ahead because it was so cool on the top. As I thought, it's hot. He told me, one thing once he returned to Beijing, my grandpa, the creative whiz,
Do that look short enough there?
as I now
That
know
looks
him to
incredible.
be,
I mean, it looks great. Really
Thank
does.
you. Is that short enough?
You like it, dude?
every
Yeah?
time I video call him,
What do you
I
think?
always ask,
Look both ways. Turn and look at your head on the side. And
what cool things
what do you
I'm
think?
thinking?
Does it look like the picture you
Oh.
picked?
Nothing, he would say.
I think it looks almost exactly like it, dude.
You showed me.
Do you
A
think so?
most true.
I kind of got it a little out of his eyes, but still I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It'll still grow back and be that just like
Yeah, no, I don't want it. I don't want it in his eye
Yeah.
because it
For school, it distraction when
Exactly.
you're looking down trying to do your work.
yeah. Hey Tasha, do you have experience with hair like mine?
I do.
You do.
I do. I am a veteran of 20 years.
Okay.
I specialize in your hair.
Okay. Because
Absolutely.
I would love to come back and get a trim at some point.
Absolutely. And I can cut your hair 2 different ways.
Okay.
It's best to, I can definitely cut it in this curly state.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's best to cut it in the straight state.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because black people, we have actual really curly hair.
Yeah.
We would never cut our hair in our curly state.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I had no idea.
No, never.
Listen, I'll let you do whatever you think is best.
I would do, I want to do it in the straight set and let you see what I do,
Yeah.
and then we can go. I can do both, but yeah, your curly hair, as curly as it is,
Yeah.
I would try to do it a little bit more straight.
That'd be great. Yeah. My biggest problem is I have to have like if I don't fill my hair with leave-in conditioner.
It's both, yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like my hair curls as long as it's like moist, like crazy moisturized.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just
No.
frizz all day.
And then that's even good because that's the look right now. People are paying to get these.
I know, right?
I have clients that go get perms now.
Right.
The young guys.
The young guys want the broccoli cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
They want it, so you got it.
Who was it that started? Was it Steph Curry?
I don't know who started that. It's either Steph Curry or Mahomes.
Okay. Yes, that's right.
Curly
Mahomes
top.
was doing it too.
Mm-hmm. And my cousin is Mahomes Barber, so he started that.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
The B is a button, just in case you weren't sure.
Alrighty, is that
I'm already super basic. I love it.
is that short enough, buddy?
Because
You happy,
it's the
dude?
first B
You're
pattern.
doing great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is what I love to do.
No, it's perfect.
This is what I
Thank you
love
so
to do.
much.
I'm gonna have you stand up and I'm gonna do your neck one more time. Okay? Let me get this hair off quick.
I stopped
Oh,
thinking
good
about
job, big guy.
and commuted.
That's a lot of hair.
Straight to look. Sketching,
That's great, dude.
planning, developing prototypes, reflecting, and doing. Until I
I'm
get
gonna do your neck one more time, okay?
But I'm not always successful in creating something. And that's okay. It's all about practicing. Of course, you don't see a working vehicle coming out of your life just yet.
Good job.
After all, I'm
Is
still
it
learning.
okay?
But today, learning is not just memorizing, but information anymore. That is not what the world needs.
You'd be a fuzzy boy one day, dude.
Is that how
I can just tell.
the world
Let
needs?
me see your hair in the front of it one more time. Let me try
Like my grandpa.
I think he's just gonna
What
have
the
to
world
put
needs now.
a little bit of water in it
Creative.
and just push it to the side. It's actually got to be styled. So
Yeah.
What
I'll
the
put a
world
little
needs now
product in there.
are
Okay.
people who have a maker mindset.
yeah,
Maker's mindset.
yeah, it does. That's what happens. That's what your hair is gonna look
Is
like.
our way to say.
Well, when it sits
Finding
down
out
there.
How things work. It's
So well, and again, it sits there. That's how it sits when you put product in it. And depending on how you style it, you can push it down towards your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
It's more than just taking things apart and making something
And then your
new.
hair, I just don't want it in your eye. That's why it's a little bit
It's also
shorter.
about embracing
I think it looks
failure,
great though.
taking risks,
Don't do that,
and
silly
developing.
boy. Looks great.
Most
Very cool.
important,
Thank
it is
you.
about
Thank
identifying
you.
problems as they arise and then coming up with ways
What's
to
that?
learn,
Yeah, you can.
unlearn, and relearn. Just like my grandpa's puzzle. That was fun.
Okay, Mary, you had a pen and mat with your first time.
Ooh.
Yeah, tell us where you're from.
Where are you from, Mav?
I'm in California.
California? Are you serious? I just moved here?
Yeah, when did we move here?
A long time ago.
In 2023?
Let me see, hold it like that, yup. And then, do you know where California is on the map?
Do you know where you lived in California?
No.
You don't remember where you lived? So we lived right here.
Right there.
Can I lift you up? Yeah, sure.
You got it?
Right there. Yep, right along the coast. Yep, close enough.
Good job.
Nice job, dude.
Okay, Maverick, we're going to ask you one more question. We want to ask you, how did you like your experience? Like, how did you like it here? That?
You want to use words, bud?
Yep. The thumbs up is good. Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Man, a
Dad.
few words. No,
Thank
thank
you
you guys.
so
Really
much.
appreciate
Thank you.
it.
We're huggers.
No,
Thank
great.
you.
Very
Thank
much.
you, Maverick.
Awesome, man.
I appreciate you.
You guys are awesome.
If you can, since you found us on Yelp, please leave us a Yelp review.
For sure.
Pretty please.
For sure.
Because I was like, when you said Yelp, I was like, oh. You hear me? She was an awful person.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
all that talking.
like people don't be understanding. They be doing all that talking, and I want to and then you just automatically think people just agree with your views. Like that, no. Well, all that talking, people be doing too much talking. I need to put that I'm about to do it right now. Here, while you sleep, I'm about to put this thing back in the Are we on? What is this? I'm about to put this thing back in the car because me and Tiffany came over the whole business on me. So she don't know what it's about. And I know because the lady said I got 24 hours to get it out.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe.